Welcome to the My Hero Report. In this episode, young reporters will interview some really cool heroes. For over a decade, My Hero has provided a safe place for millions of people to surf the web and share stories about those making a positive difference in the world. I started reporting for My Hero way back in 1994.
Today, we're going to be talking to a bunch of lifeguards about why they like saving people.
First year guarding, I was only 15, and we had 8-foot sets coming in here at Laguna, and pulled 2 young children out of the surf, and that's probably the only time I've been scared for my life, luckily.
Do you think you're a hero? Do you think of yourself as a hero?
No, I just think of myself as serving the community.
My name is Slater, and I'm a My Hero student reporter.
I've learned a lot by taking part in the My Hero project, and I've met some amazing people along the way. Nadine from Egypt, Rashid from Sierra Leone, Tommy from Botswana, Shek from Senegal, Rowena Gerber and her solar ovens, Joanne Tofflis and the Art Miles Mural Project, teachers and students from around the world. We've danced, played music, painted peace murals, and showed people how to build web pages to share their hero stories with the world. I was born in Southern California, so I've always loved the ocean. While growing up, my mom has been sharing her heroes with me. People like Ilsa Bing, Ryan Haraljak, and Ed Graggart. She introduced me to Kathy Eldon, whose son died at the age of 22. He was killed while covering the famine in Somalia as a photojournalist. Kathy shared with us the power of heroes in her life.
The strength that got me through this period, I think, was Churchill. Never give in, never, ever, ever give in. and I had that pinned up on a wall, and I would stand and cry in front of it and say, I cannot go on. I just can't do it any longer. I can't do it. And then I'd look at it and think, oh, damn it, I have to do it. And you do. What doesn't kill you outright makes you stronger.
I shot my first documentary when I first met Vietnam War veteran Ron Kovic. He is celebrated as a peacemaker hero on the website. I remember looking at all his photographs and pictures and listening to him talk about peace. In 3rd grade, my mom introduced my class at Dixie Canyon Elementary School to the My Hero project. My class had a blast doing it. Everyone was laughing and joking and sharing our stories about who we cared about. I remember everyone being so excited when their entry popped up online in the My Hero guest book.
Wow!
What happened?
What do we do? I submitted it! Oh, this is so cool!
We moved to a farm in Canada. I decided that I wanted to write stories for My Hero too. I care a lot about the environment, and when my mom showed me the Ocean Future Society website, I decided I would build a My Hero story about its founder, Jean-Michel Cousteau. First, I had to do some research about his life and accomplishments. Then I contacted him by email asking for an interview. He was very cool and answered all my questions. I wrote my story on Jean-Michel and uploaded pictures and links using the My Hero website.
After you're completely satisfied with your story, you can submit it onto the My Hero website. Now I can log on to My Hero and search for my story. And here it is.
In 2004, I got to be a My Hero junior reporter at an environmental event in Los Angeles.
What is this? MyHero.com.
It's a website for kids all around the world. They write in about their heroes and
Oh,
it
really?
celebrates the best of humanity.
Well, that's awesome.
Who's my hero? St. Francis of Assisi.
Why is he your hero?
Because he understood the connection between spirituality and the environment. He understood the way that God communicates to us most forcefully is through the fishes and the birds and the trees, and that it's a sin to destroy those things.
Who is your environmental hero?
I'm going to go with Jacques Cousteau. He cared a lot about the ocean.
I interviewed Jean-Michel Cousteau.
Come on then, high five, Slater.
In August 2005, my friends and family and I went to Catalina Island, California to interview my hero, Jean-Michel Cousteau. When I first received news that we were going to meet him, I thought he would be too busy to talk with a kid like me. Surely the leader of the Ocean Future Society and the son of Jacques Cousteau had more important things to do. I soon found out that kids are very important to him.
We all linked to the ocean. We all connected to the ocean, our life support system. because the ocean evaporates. See these clouds over there? Well, it's going to go somewhere, and it's going to drop water in the form of rain. And what you see on top of the mountain is the purest water that is being produced by the ocean. And that ice is going to melt, is going to go downstreams, and then we put all kinds of stuff into it. And we're using the ocean as a garbage can. So we need to stop that.
Dr. Richard Murphy getting little critters that he can put under a microscope that's hooked up to a TV so they can learn about organisms in the water.
The point is for the kids to see, to get an idea of the mysteries, the weird things, and also the hidden world of the kelp bed ecosystem out here.
What's that? Jean-Michel, what's that? They do have spines called echinoderm.
This is Jean-Michel's. He has some of his favorite creatures in here. Who knows? Whoa! Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. What do you think that is? Starfish. Yeah, yes. And then I was going to say, what kind of starfish, and who just said it? A brittle star. Remember we saw those when we were diving. They're living under the rocks. Brittle because their arms will break off easily. Well, that's kind of cool, isn't it? And all of this invisible stuff is absolutely essential for the health and habitability of all these ecosystems because everybody starts out as a baby.
Who's your hero?
My hero is an Indian chief in the Amazon whose name is Kukush. And Kukush taught me the unwritten constitution of tomorrow by showing me trees that he had planted in the Amazon. And he said, you know, these trees, I'll never see them big enough to use them. My children won't, my grandchildren probably won't. But the children of my grandchildren may be able to see these big enough. And he's the one who taught me the most about taking care of your own backyard, taking care of the future. So we have a lot of work to do. And you know, I've done that all my life. It's going to be your turn. Imagine we're on a race, we're doing a relay, and this is the baton. I'm passing on the baton to you. It's your job now.
Thank you.
We can all help save the environment. It's not too late. So check out www.oceanfuturesociety.org to help Jean-Michel and Murph save our oceans. Thank you, my hero, for this amazing adventure that I'll always cherish.
To me, a hero is someone that motivates you to do the hard thing when it's your turn to make that decision.
For me, a hero is someone who does what you think is impossible to do and therefore gives you the strength to do it.
Nathaniel's my hero because when it came down to it and I needed to decide what I wanted to do with my life, by looking at his example and his efforts, I realized what I could do and what I was capable of.
Well, both my parents are diplomats with USAID, so I grew up overseas, mostly in Africa. My mother right now is in Afghanistan, and my father is in the Republic of Georgia. So I've grown up with the example of service in my family. We've seen a lot of people less fortunate than us in our travels, and it's really ingrained the necessity of service in our family.
Winds from the southwest right now, they're supposed to be at 5 knots.
For me, the beginning of my experience with the Coast Guard probably started when I was a kid. I just realized that they were saving lives, and as I grew older, I knew I wanted to be in the military, but more than anything, I wanted to help people more than hurt them. So the Coast Guard was the perfect mix of both.
So we want to start going that way.
We're always working, we're always on duty. People are always needing to be saved at the seas, so we're always there to help them. We're a seagoing service, so sailing's a big part. We sail on little boats, we sail on a big square rigger. Everybody sails, you have to know how to sail. You have to learn to love to sail. It's a big part of being here. Well, in my junior year of high school, I sort of lost my ambitions to be in the military. I really started thinking that there might be better things out there, ways to get richer faster or more successful a lot more quickly than through the military. The spring break, my parents thought it would be a good idea to have my brother and I go out to a hospice for orphans with AIDS in Uganda, where Nathaniel Dunnigan works and where he started the program A Child. They take in children that really have nowhere else to go. Relatives won't take them in, or they have no relatives. Most of them are pretty near death when they come to him, and he turns them back into just happy, healthy, amazing children. I've been asked to interview my hero Nathaniel Dunnigan for myhero.com, so through email I'm going to ask him a couple questions. What is the connection of the AIDS crisis to the orphans in Uganda?
There are 2.5 million orphans living in Uganda. That's more than in any other nation in the world.
Is there hope for your kids?
There's great hope these days, not only in prevention, but in treatment. Antiretroviral therapy does exist, and it's doing very well. Our kids are doing very, very well on the treatment. So the A Child story is not a sad story about orphans living with AIDS in Africa. It's a beautiful story about children living a very precious, positive, happy life in Africa.
And we went out there. I wasn't terribly excited about it at the time, but after a couple minutes of seeing these kids, it blew my mind, and they were incredible. And almost immediately after seeing Nathaniel's love for the kids and seeing the kids themselves and how much their lives were improved by Nathaniel, I was sold, and I wanted to help people ever since. Nathaniel really taught me that it's a good thing to give up part of yourself in order to help other people, and you come out better for it.
I do a lot of community service work at a center in downtown Los Angeles near the Garment District. And one afternoon I was tutoring the kids, and parents were being taught English on the other side by other volunteers. And I heard how hard it was to learn English for them. And I thought, if these people have volunteers and English is still so hard to learn, what about people in Mongolia or Tibet? I really had no idea if they had the resources to learn English. And I thought that with the internet, everybody these days can just click on and repeat after us. I started this website about 1.5 years ago. This website is designed to help people from all over the world practice speaking English. And we've basically created a worldwide family where everybody can help everybody else and learn from everybody else.
It's essentially a partnership.
Ellie doesn't just do good herself, she inspires other people to do good, and that's the trait of a hero.
How many hours stuff are you doing today? Lots?
121.
She has this infinite compassion for everybody around her. I think that puts all people at ease and makes them feel good to be around such happiness and radiant joy.
What's great about this website is I think it helps people, but at the same time everybody who works on it I think has a lot of fun. My friends and I really enjoy recording, and it's great to hear from everybody all around the world.
I guess that you don't have to do something that everyone would see to be a hero. I think just sometimes being who you are is heroic.
My father, David Allen Nemeth, is my hero because before he died, no matter how much money he had or how much time he had, his children always came first in his life, and that is why he's my hero.
My mom is my hero because she tries to balance her work and her home life. At the age of 13, she got rheumatoid arthritis and has been working with it ever since, and she's actually working to try to find a cure for it right now. And I think it takes a lot of bravery and courage and intelligence to do that job, and I'm very proud that she's my mom.
Mi proyecto lo decidí hacer en Alexi Laiho. Él es un guitarrista del grupo Children of Bodom, y la razón por que lo escogí es porque él es una inspiración, me inspira a querer tocar la guitarra.
I actually chose my cousin Derek, who is my hero, but he's a hard worker, put effort in everything he do. He loves everybody and died at a very short age. I just have a little quote from Big Brother up top. For my big brother up top, I'll miss you very much. Rest in peace. You will never be forgotten. Thanks to you, I know all about different things in life and how to be a man, and that's why he's my hero.
Where I grew up down there, it's so hard. It was so hard for me. It's so hard for my friends because we would see things every day. I mean, I've seen people OD in front of me on heroin. I've seen people just almost die in front of me, in front of my face, only being 12, 13, 14 years old.
One, two, one.
The down part of my life is when my mom had went to prison because even though she was selling drugs and stuff, she was supporting the family, and time went on, and I started to realize the things around me and that I couldn't do it alone, so I turned to gangs.
Kids' issues these days are their parents aren't involved in their lives. That's what their baggage mostly is that their parents don't support them, their parents aren't there to help them, their parents aren't around, and these kids are running free. They're out at 3 o'clock in the morning and they're 12 years old. There's so many good kids that are lost to gangs and shootings and you know, you don't need that. You don't need a gang to survive.
I didn't want to realize what I was really going through, so I just turned to drugs to numb the pain and stuff. And I thank God for that, because even when I did that, he encouraged me, man. He just told me, you know, keep your head up, CJ. You're gifted, and I really knew I was gifted. So every time I was out in those streets, I knew that there was somebody that cared about me, and that there was somebody that knew I could do something great.
It's not all about the boxing. The boxing's just a way to get all the kids there and to have fun, but it's about bonding and making friends and knowing that you have somewhere to go. Gang culture is ruining our society big time. These kids are getting lost and put in prison for kids fighting over streets that don't even belong to them. Kids want their dad to go to their football game or to hug him and just say, you know what, I love you. You're special to me, and that's something that a lot of kids don't have, is that love that they need, and so they look elsewhere for it, and they go to their homies and their friends to get love, you know, what they think is love, because they don't know what it is.
If it weren't for people like Epi telling me just to keep going, and just don't be like everybody else, just do something great.
It means a lot to me to be his hero, to know that he listened, and yeah, my dad's my hero. When I was a kid, I always thought he was like 10 feet tall. He's little. He's a little man, but he's my hero. He always made sure I did what I had to do. He's a good dad.
My name is Gemma, and we are here in downtown Manhattan at a benefit raising money for the people affected by Hurricane Katrina in Louisiana. Let's take a look around. But I'd rather be in New Orleans.
I was supposed to be down there, flying down tonight actually, and I was supposed to be getting married there next month.
I was raised in New Orleans. My family's there. They evacuated on Sunday, and they're living in my fiance's apartment right now.
Yeah, actually my friend's family
just moved down to New Orleans from Baltimore, and so they were displaced.
After the World Trade Center fell, you probably remember the people that came up from New Orleans and set up those picnic tables in front of PS 234. They came to our town.
Like when we had problems after 9/11, people helped. They sent down fire trucks and stuff, and they helped us out. So it's only right that we do the same thing for them.
This is shrimp and crab meat gumbo. There are New Orleans dishes, some red beans and rice.
This is the people from Manhattan Youth who work on the pier usually, and then everyone else is just volunteering. A lot of the kids over here from the neighborhood. When we sent out emails, people sent things back saying, "What can I do? How can I help?" One person can make a difference, because if one person does something, it encourages someone else to do something, which encourages someone else to do something.
Take a boat to the energy.
These kids actually know what they can do to help the environment. I mean, I'm pretty sure most people don't exactly know. If there's somebody behind me, I'd suggest that they stop that.
My hero is Miss Gerber. Because she told me about solar cooking and how it can save lives and stuff. You're my hero. Who's yours?
My hero is Paul Munson, who's been working with us with the Solar Cooker Project for so many years.
Well, the person who nominated me for hero is a phenomenal hero to me, and that's Rowena Gerber. She has done so much to further solar cooking in the United States and so many other places around the world. She's taught literally hundreds of kids about solar cooking and helped them raise money to send solar ovens to many places around the world.
Okay, we're rolling, guys.
There's a lot of stuff to do here, and you can go to the Empire State Building and all these other places here. Hi, my name is Andy. I'm from Miami Country Day School, and I'm here at the Museum of Natural History in New York City.
Hi, Andy! What took you so long? You were gone.
I like Youth Camp because it helps people around the world.
And kids from all over America that are participating in Youth Camp, they come and they present workshops.
And it's all environmental issues.
And you can learn a lot.
The children do all of the workshops and the planning.
Our opening ceremony is about to begin.
And every year they do something new.
And they just have a hell of a fun,
And we hope you have a great time at the 2006 Youth Camp Conference.
It was a little class project that we started. It was going to last 1 week, and now it's lasted 12 years. We have a lab set up, the Abba Center for Environmental Studies, with over 150 animals, 30 gardens, and our solar cooking projects. And all of the lessons are based on inquiry science. The children go out and explore. They ask the questions first, and then they care about finding the answer. They don't have to look to me for the answers. They know that they can investigate and discover on their own.
Well, the group is going to be presenting on solar cooking and many other solar-related things like solar water pasteurizing.
Solar energy, which is energy we get from the sun, is the cleanest source of energy. The sun also gives us a new
Why did you choose to come to this workshop?
Well, we really believe in helping the environment and making the earth better, and our school is very involved with this. So,
and we know solar energy can really help conserve, so we just wanted to see what this is about.
It's good to know what other kids are learning and learn from them.
This refugee camp in Kenya only provides 1 stick of firewood every 2 days. So these people are very happy to learn about solar cooking.
Solar cookers are so important because there are 2 billion people on Earth that have to use wood for their fuel.
When a woman cooks over a charcoal fire, she inhales enough smoke each day to smoke 3 packs of cigarettes. If you don't give people an alternative way to cook, they have to keep cooking with using wood and charcoal, and our objective actually is to get these into deforested countries.
Yeah, it's magic. It's a magic box.
So get up to about 400 degrees Fahrenheit in really good sun, but consistently between 325 and 360. So bakes, boils, and steams does a wonderful job.
There are at least 500,000 solar cookers in use today.
And as you can see, there are many countries using solar cookers.
People all around the world have learned about solar cooking, and now you have too.
In most countries, we can replace about 70% of the use of wood or charcoal, and it has a very big effect on the environment. One oven used in Africa can replace up to 4,000 pounds of wood each year, which is over 7,000 pounds of CO2 emissions that go into the air that have a major effect on global warming, greenhouse. And so by using the sun, we reduce greenhouse gas emissions as well. The wonderful thing is that once a family in a developing country gets a solar oven, they're able to use it for 15 to 20 years, and the sun is free.
It's like finger painting.
So the food would go right there? Can you cook like pasta in here? Like if you put a pot with water and then in the oven bag? It'll take a while, but yes you can.
Why does it have to be black?
Because the black absorbs the heat.
And this is like a good alternative. They're really simple, but they can make a really, really big difference.
I never knew that, and I learned something new.
And it's sharing knowledge and forming bonds, and I think that that's one of the most valuable lessons a child can have for their entire future.
Solar cooking.